Hi, everybody. Welcome to Ladies of the Lanai. I'm Christine. I'm half of the Ladies of the Lanai, and we are out on my girlfriend's Lanai right now, and we have another special installment for you of Ask a Villager Kid. And I have with me today my dear friend Susie. This is her granddaughter Shannon. Would you like to introduce yourself, Shannon?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Shannon. I'm 26. I live in New York, New York. I'm a speech pathologist.
Cool.
Just here visiting.
Awesome. So you're a speech pathologist in New York City. That's really cool. Very cool. Yeah. And this is your one vacation that you were telling me, this is your one vacation for the year?
It's just our spring break right now. So I had the week off, so figured might as well come down, help my grandma set up the house, drive down with her, get the experience of doing the long drive, and then spend some time down in the villages.
So you drove down?
Yes.
Wow. How'd that go?
It was good. It was very long. Good though. No, minimal traffic. It was beautiful. I got to see Georgia, which I've never done, and get to spend some quality time, but definitely long.
Did you guys share the driving? Or?
Yeah, we split every 3 hours. We were swapping pretty much. So
okay. Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it worked out nicely.
Doable. Did you get to nap in between?
Barely.
All right. So I just have just a few questions for you, and I know you've only been here a couple times, so let's just get going. So are you considered? Were you 26? Are you considered millennial or Gen Xer, Gen Y?
I'm on the cusp. I don't really know where I fall, and I think a lot of people my age kind of feel that way.
Which cusp of?
Between the Gen X millennial.
Gen X
border, because you I don't really fit in with the I feel like the 17-year-olds now that you see on TikTok and stuff, but I don't also necessarily fit in with the 35-year-olds. We're in our own kind of weird cusp of time. Yeah.
All right. So think back to when your grandma first told you that she was going to move down to the villages, or whatever she said she was going to do. When she first told you that, what did you think at the time?
Well, I do think I already knew that you were living here, so I kind of had an idea. She had come down to visit, and then she was like, I want to move there. This is amazing. And I was like, how amazing could it be to move to Florida where everyone is old and retired? Is kind of what I thought, but I did have a little bit of an idea that the villages was more than just a housing complex where you kind of just go to live out your days peacefully. But yeah, I was definitely oh wow, that's interesting.
Did you ever think that she would ever do something like that?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
All right. So it's all my fault?
Basically. No, she's going to be so happy when she's down here full time. So.
Yeah. And so based on what you thought when you first heard it, and then when you first came down, which was not this time, but another time.
Yeah.
When you first came down, did your impression change in any way, or was it validated, or how did that go?
My impression definitely changed. My first initial impression off the bat was that this was a college campus where I'm you have the roads, which are the golf cart roads that are regulated by the villages. You have the villages branding everywhere. You have all the clubs and the different not to equate it to dorms, but kind of the different sections that you can live in.
Yeah, a different village could be a different dorm.
Yeah, or different sections of campus. I know some campuses are like that. And it just reminded me the way that everyone is here, very much so of my college community, and how they provided so much for us, and it was the best time of my life. So I'm I hope that this is what this is like.
That's funny, because it's also been equated with your freshman year in college on another way, because people say it's kind of like your freshman year in college when everybody is from somewhere else, so everyone's trying to intentionally making friends,
right,
and intentionally making connections, whereas before, when you were in high school or when you're in your old neighborhood, people just had their shtick, if you would, and that was it.
You're meeting so many people from so many different places here too, so it's not culture shock in a way, but even since I've just been here a couple of days, I've met people from New York and from Georgia and from Texas and from Ohio. So it's really interesting to see how everyone comes together.
Right. So based on those observations, what are some of the best things that you can pick up that you could share with others who might not have been here yet? One or two best parts of the villages from your perspective?
I love how there's just so much to do. Even today we went to Edna's and they had live music, and at 3:30 on I don't know what day it is, a Wednesday, there was
typical retirement comment. I don't know what day it is.
There were no seats in this entire place. We were sitting on the blanket on the ground in the back. Just like there's so much to do, and that is like you don't want to go do live music, play golf, and if you don't want to play golf, go to the pool. You don't want to go to the pool, do something else. There's always another thing.
Yeah. And if you don't want to do anything, you don't have to do anything. Yeah. Like you've enjoyed going to the pool and just chilling and doing nothing.
Yeah. Just relaxing, reading books.
Yeah, reading books. Is there a couple of not so best things maybe that you're not fond of here, or not impressed with, or anything like that?
Not particularly. I mean, this is only my second time here. My first time here was in January, and it was a very cold stint when I was here then. So, nothing I can think of right now.
Okay. You can get back to us. Have you taken any day trips at all since the 2 trips you've been here? At all? No.
Well, last time I was here, we did, I went to Crystal River, and we did the manatees, and...
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And we went to Monkey Island. Or we, saw Monkey Island.
Did you see the monkeys?
Cool. Yeah. They were out. It was really cool. It's just
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's like a little island with, jungle gyms, and there's a couple monkeys on there.
I've been there 3 or 4 times, and I've yet to see the monkeys. And I am so sad about that. So
wow, I wonder if it's, the time of day or something. But, yeah.
So, did you enjoy that, Crystal River?
I did, yeah. And then our day trip when we were here, we went shopping. We went 30 minutes north, so up by some of the older villages, and it was really nice to just be able to drive around and spend the day doing stuff.
Cool. And you mentioned all the activities, the things that we did today. What's your favorite chill activity, and then your favorite active activity?
My favorite chill activity is definitely lounging by the pool. And then for active activity, I haven't really had the chance to do many of the sports. Pickleball, bocce, golf, or any of that stuff.
Okay.
But believe me, my grandma has me working here. We've been working on doing the house, and we've been going to Lowe's and driving all around and figuring that stuff out. So I do love spending time with her. So that's been my most active part.
Oh yeah, you've been a little task oriented with her, fixing up her house and her future store.
Yes,
that's true. Well, we'll get you involved in some things with balls.
Yes,
next time.
I'm excited.
Golf,
do some shuffleboard,
bocce, golf. What is the final question I have for you is, what is the biggest surprise? You might have alluded to some of them before, but of all the things, what's the one biggest surprise that you found here?
Everyone is just so happy and kind, at least that I've encountered. And it doesn't seem like you have to be afraid of trying something new if you've never done something or you're unsure. Everyone is so willing to help you out and give you advice and kind of show you the ropes of how things work here, and then also how to live a little bit more of a relaxed life, right? Doing some of the other activities and stuff. You don't have to be scared to not know.
That's true. That's very true. My girlfriend today was just texting me because she's a beginner golfer, and she just wants to know how she can find other beginner golfer girls to play with. And I'm like, there's so many of them out there. There's so many beginners. We all came mostly from a work situation, working all our lives or whatever, and now we're finally able to we're all in the same boat. We're all just starting some sport or just starting some activity. And so that's very true. It's a good observation. Well, that's all I have for you today for Ask a Villager Kids. Shannon, thank you so much. And we hope you Tina and I really hope that you enjoy the content that we're bringing you on Ladies of the Lanai. And if you do, we really appreciate it if you make sure you like and subscribe and share our channel with others, because it really helps us make sure we continue to give you good content and going forward. So anyway, that's it for now. Thanks. Bye.